Well, good morning, folks. Probably gonna end up being 2 videos today, because if all goes as planned, wife and I are gonna go out dumpster diving this evening. I may actually catch a couple of cans along the way, because I don't have a whole lot going on today. So I gotta go get my truck some new shoes. I'm gonna buy 2 tires. Never cheap. Never cheap. For some 17s on a Dodge truck. My driver's side front tire's got a chunk of tread about that big. Made you look. No, it's got a chunk of tread about that big that's just flapping. And you can lift it up and you can see the cotton and steel cords on the inside. It's toast. So I gotta go up to a place called Gerald's, which is actually right across the street from the Kids with Cancer thrift store. However, I will not be frequenting their dumpster during business hours. It's bad enough to go there after business hours. So I got a couple of things though going on today. Aside from going to get some tires on this old piece of shit, it is the last day for Mrs. Nobody to go to school, which means I need to make a special stop at the package store for her. And then I'm going to have a fire ready when she gets home to cook some. I got some big old hamburgers. I like to cook them on the fire, so we'll have a nice dinner. Excuse me. See where the night goes from there. At the moment, Jesus, dude, pay attention, you fuckstick. Yeah. These fucking people around here can't nobody fucking drive anymore. Oh, and I can stop in at the Sunoco station and listen to this fucking woman. This new manager at this store sucks. I miss Wanda. Miss Wanda was the best. The lady that works here now, all she ever wants to do is bitch and complain to me about how terrible her job is. Well, like, then stop coming. Not my job. They're not my fault you work at the gas station. There's a reason that I don't work at the gas station. I figured out a more lucrative way to make way more money working way less. Now if this guy in the Tahoe in front of me would pull away from the gas pump so that I'm not the asshole blocking 2 gas pumps by, anyway. Alright, I get a gas pump. Yay! Okay, so that was interesting. Just got into an argument with the lady. Exactly the fucking reason I can't stand even coming to this place anymore. Number one, it's all filthy dirty, full of garbage. The floors haven't been swept in days. And I mean, the gas station's like the size of my kitchen on the inside. It doesn't take much to keep up on it. But, yeah, I just got into an argument with that lady about Ricky. Because she 86'd Ricky out of this gas station. Because she thinks she's fucking Queen Bee now because she runs this gas station. And I tried to give her a little bit of knowledge. Like, you ain't gonna make any friends around this area by fucking with Ricky. Okay? Yeah, he's a drunk idiot, but guess what? He actually does some good for that particular gas station. Like, yeah, he might be hanging out in their parking lot all night doing fuck all, but he's a second set of eyes on the side of a highway where there's generally a teeny tiny woman working in the evenings by herself. There's a man standing in the parking lot. There's a reason that every other gas station within 20 miles of here has been robbed in the last, I don't know, 5 years, multiple times. That one hasn't, because Ricky stands there at night. Yeah. He can't be coming in here. And, well, I tell you what, if you talked to Ricky the way that you talk to me, I'd probably tell you to fuck off, too. Especially if I were half as liquored up as Ricky. Anyway. I don't know, man. The guy's he's got nowhere else to go. Man, like, anyway, I'm done sticking up for the guy, but just tried making the point that, like, he's got seniority over you in this neighborhood. He's been laying on the side of the road drunk in this neighborhood for the last 45 years. You've been here for about 6 weeks. You need to learn your place within this particular functioning community. Because everybody within this area knows who Ricky is. We've all had interactions with him, whether they're good or bad. We all know who he is. He's been here his entire life. His entire life. You know, can't go, no. Anyway, let's go get some tires. There's a neat little Volkswagen right there in front of me. For those of you who don't know what the R32 4Motion Volkswagen GTI is. That thing has a W6 in it, all-wheel drive. He's not getting into it, so you can't hear it. They're a neat little car, man, and they sound cool as hell too. But yeah, really expensive. Won't soon be owning one. I see some flashing blue lights up here on the right-hand side of the road. Now, this is where we are going. I saw some flashing blue lights from back there. Somebody's having a shitty day regardless. Yeah, the lights aren't flashing anymore. He's right there. Got pulled over in the cheesesteak place drive-through. Let's see. This is Gerald's Tires. Just having fun at Gerald's Tires, as they say. And nowhere to park. This is going to be a lengthy venture today. This ought to be a blast. What is this haggard old crowd? And come on, you dick bag. I see a 55 Chevy at the end of the block, though. I see a 55 Chevy and a wood-paneled Wagoneer. We'll look at the 55 Chevy first, just to see. Whoa. Yeah. It's a 55 two-door. Not overly done. Works for me. I'll drive an old Chevy like that. I could respect an old Chevy like that. A set of 5-spoke mags on it. However, I prefer to have a straight axle underneath the front end of it and some Hillborn injections sticking out of the hood. But yeah, bang, 55 Chevy. Let's go get some tires. All right, so seeing as it's probably going to take the better part of half a day for me to get the tires on the Dodge done, I figured I'd come over and take another look at this 55. It's pretty minty. It's older paint. I can tell you by looking at that, that's probably a lacquer paint from a while ago. And some of the chrome is a little scuffed, but you know, still a clean old car. It's nice. I drive it. If you're gonna have a red 55, that's a definitely not a bad color, if you ask me. But then, right around the corner, there's this minty old gem. These things are cool as hell. I've never actually ridden in one. That one actually needs some air in the tire. But nah, these things are cool. I'd love to have one of these things one day. The Skylar White mobile. Anybody who ever watched Breaking Bad recognize that's the car that Skylar White drove. So turned out to be way worse than anticipated. I need like $1,000 worth of suspension work done on the front of the truck. So I get to hang out here all day while they do that. That's exciting. Said nobody ever. Nope. Alright, so 4.5 hours and $800 later. Still need wheel bearings, but I opted to only do the upper control arms because it would have cost me another $600. The wheel bearings and the control arms were more of a pressing issue. This shot my plans for the day all to hell.